Hello everyone, myself Mrs. Rama Ranjankar, lecturer in Electronics and Telecommunication Department from Praveen Patil College of Diploma Engineering and Technology, Bhayandar. Today I am going to explain Chapter 3 Communication Standards and Protocols Part 2. Learning outcomes of this topic are MAX 232 voltage converter, serial communication protocols and study of different parallel communication protocols. Now this is a diagram for MAX 232. So RS-232 is compatible with today's microprocessor and microcontroller. We need a line driver, that is a voltage converter, to convert the RS-232 signals to TTL voltage levels that will be acceptable to 8051 TXT and RXT pins. MAX 232 converts RS-232 voltage levels to TTL voltage levels and vice versa. One advantage is that it uses plus 5 volt power source, which is same source required by 8051. So no need of extra power supply is required. MAX 232 consists of two sets of line drivers for transferring and receiving the data. The line drivers used for TXT are called as T1 and T2, and for RXT are called as R1 and R2. MAX 232 requires 4 capacitors ranging from 1 to 22 microfarad as shown in figure. Let's see the serial communication protocol. So these are the list of serial communication protocols. So first is a CAN protocol, that is controller area network protocol. I2C is there, that is interconnect to IC. SPI, serial peripheral interface protocol. USB is universal serial bus protocol. ESPI protocol means enhanced SPI protocols. So let's see the description of each protocol in brief. So first is a CAN protocol. So 1970s was the era when the automobile manufacturers started introducing new features such as anti-clock braking air conditioners, gear control, centrally operated door locks, etc. So these features warranted extra bulky wiring and complex designs which increase cost and risk. So to overcome these issues, CAN protocol is introduced in 1980s. This serial communication protocol was further standardized as ISO. It was a CAN protocol that completely changed the communication between the advanced sensors. So this protocol is also utilized for electronics networking in automobiles, aeroplanes and medical systems. Let's see the I2C protocol. So I2C means Internet IC interconnect. It is also called as Inter-Integrated Circuit Protocol. It is known as IIC protocol. It allows the connection of multiple slave devices with one or more than one master devices as shown in figure. Right hand side figure you refer. This serial communication is used for short distance communication, generally between the two integrated circuits on the same base. It uses two bidirectional transmission lines, one for data transfer and another one for clock signal. So in right hand side figure shows two data lines are there. One is a SDA serial data transfer line and the SCC is for clocks line. It can support up to 3.4 megabits per second, which is considerably high data speed. And the left hand side figure shows the data format required by I2C protocol. So this protocol in this I2C protocol data format start with the start bit, then following by the 7-bit slave address, then follows the read write bit. Also then 8-bit data bits are available and end with the stop bit. SPI protocol, the meaning of SPI protocol means serial peripheral interface protocol. It was introduced by Motorola in 1980s and is widely used in embedded system. It is used for short distance communication in embedded system. Master-slave architecture is used while the communication between the devices in this protocol. So diagram shows whenever you require a master-slave communication architecture, in that case we are using a SPI protocol. Another protocol is eSPI, that is called as Enhanced Serial Peripheral Bus Interface Protocol. This is introduced by Intel as the replacement of low pin count LPC bus. Its main purpose was to minimize the number of pins as compared to LPC bus. Let's see, one more serial communication protocol is a USB protocol. So all of you familiar with this protocol. So USB protocol needs no introduction. It is by far the most popular protocol in use. So in day-to-day life we are using a USB protocol. This protocol was introduced to standardize the peripheral connections to computer. So in USB protocol, the data communication happens in the form of packets of 8 bits or multiple of 8 bits. Let's see the parallel protocols. So first is a PCI and a PCIX. PCI means Peripheral Component Interconnect. So this stands for Peripheral Component Interconnect or Interface Bus. It is popular for higher bandwidth processor independent which can function as peripheral bus. So again it is introduced by Intel in 1990s. In 90s it is 32-bit local bus and extended up to 64-bit by the processor as it requires. The PCI is designed to meet economically input-output requirement of modern system. It supports 10 input-output devices and provides 3 types of synchronous parallel interface. It has 2 versions, 32-bit and 64-bit. The data transfer rate for synchronous is 132 megabits per second and for asynchronous it is of 528 megabits per second. The PCI driver can access hardware automatically or by programmer can assign address. The automatic detection and assignment of addresses of various devices simplifies the addition and removal of system peripheral. So this is designed to support variety of microprocessors with the best configuration including single and multiprocessing system. Another version for parallel protocol is a PCIX called as a Peripheral Component Interface Express. So this is an extension of PCI bus and it supports a 64-bit 100 MHz transfer rate. It is revised to double the maximum clock speed to improve the data exchange transfer between the processor and peripheral. The data exchange rate is 1.06 gigabits per second. Let's see advanced serial protocol. So the first name of this protocol is the ZigBee protocol. So ZigBee is IEEE 802.15.4 protocol and its specification is created for wireless networking. So it includes the hardware and software standard design for wireless sensor network. It requires a high reliability, cost is low, low power, scalability and low data rate. So ZigBee protocol is used in wireless network. Another protocol is Bluetooth. So Bluetooth is a radio communicating technology that enables the low power short distance wireless networking between the phones, computers and other network devices. So Bluetooth network technology connects the mobile devices wirelessly over a short range to form a personal area network, that is PAN. The Bluetooth architecture has its own independent model with a stack of protocol instead of following the standard OSI model or TCP model. Another feature for this Bluetooth is it is not mandatory for all the devices in Bluetooth system to use all the protocols in the stack. So Bluetooth is a standardized protocol. generally used for sending and receiving the data via 2.4 gigahertz wirelessly. So it is a secure protocol and it's perfect for short range, low power, low cost wireless transmission between the electronic devices. So generally, if suppose you want to connect a mobile with another device, we refer a Bluetooth technology. This is a diagram for Bluetooth protocol. So here the laptop and it is connected to number of devices here. So this is an example for Bluetooth technology. Now the another protocol is IRDA protocol. The Infrared Data Association is an industry-driven interest group that was founded in 1993 by around 50 companies. So this protocol provides a specification for a complete set of protocols for wireless infrared communication, and so that the name is IRDA also refers to that the set of protocols. Thank you.